Congrats on another win. You guys have stuck, 6 in a row now.
Quality starts,
Yeah.
right? Starts on the mound. Webby gives us a great start. And then we got some timely hits today. I give their pitcher a lot of credit, for a guy that wasn't commanding the strike zone coming into this game. He didn't put us on base. He didn't give a lot of free bases. Like, we had to pick up some huge hits, some big 2-out hits, some rallies there. We had to earn it, and our guys earned it there. And it helps when you're putting up a 0, inning after inning, and the offense should be able to relax. Outside that 9th inning, man, it was a really good game on our part.
You guys have been mostly riding your offense during this now 6-game win streak, but today, up until the 9th inning, this got some pretty good pitching out of both Webster and Bivin. What were your thoughts on those two?
Aggressive in the zone, no walks, make them earn it. Guys love playing defense behind that. And even, Mitchell, that was the first time we've been pitching so good in maybe some of these lopsided scores that it's a great learning lesson for him. You got to finish the inning, you got to get off the field. Don't know if we could have maybe made a nice play for him or not, but, he'll learn from that. He'll work hard and anxious for the next time he comes out.
How many more youngsters you got on the bench? I mean, you keep throwing them out there. Michael Lippy, the latest, he's just hot at the plate as well.
Yeah, happy for Michael because the players know it. He works extremely hard. And when I say that, everybody works hard, but I'm talking the pregame BPs, the power shagging, the running the bases, his craft, trying to be as good a hitter as he can be, loves the weight room. I mean, it's a hard worker, man. It's always exciting for me when young guys step up because I've got visions of, next year will be here sooner than you realize, and I love to have young guys perform, and it does. It shows our depth as a couple guys maybe are out because they're still a little banged up, with a Hoy or a Zion, that other guys are good enough to step up and help us. So it's a long year, and I keep saying we need all of them. We talked about Beard yesterday and maybe Eddie King, and we need that depth that we have in the outfield and obviously collectively all the position players.
Speaking about that depth, with how well the freshmen are playing and with the seniors starting to play a little bit better in the last few games, how difficult is it to maybe set a lineup on a daily basis and, depending on game situations, choose who goes out for what batter?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it difficult. I think it's a luxury. Maybe some coaches like to have a set lineup. But I'm going to reward our guys, and we're going to use our depth, and it gives other guys an opportunity. What's it like to come off the bench? Can I be a pinch hitter? Can I be a DH? I mean, I think it's just great practice for all these guys that they need to take advantage of it. And I think they see the talent around them, and they respect how hard everybody works. So I think as much as, Isaac Humphrey wants to be the starting right fielder every game of the year, and he's good enough to be that, he's mature enough, professional enough, he's a leader, he's a captain. He knows, we got other good players too. So I need to show up ready to play. And if I'm not in the starting lineup, I need to come off the bench and or run out there and play defense. And so, you've seen it in the last couple of weeks with some infielders and outfielders.
When you're approaching a sweep, obviously you every game's a new game. You just want to get that W, but especially with the youngsters, when you do have that opportunity to sweep, is that a learning moment on how they can approach that final day?
Yeah, I don't. A sweep is not a term that I ever say. It's not something we talk about. I get it, in the media's eyes. We have to come out and play good baseball on Sunday. That, when you're professional, win or lose, it's not try harder because you lost the day before or take a deep breath because you won the day before. It's you got to turn the page. And this was like I said, we had to earn this, and now they put up a good 9th inning. They got momentum. You feel like they're going to come out tomorrow. I'd be shocked if we don't think you're going to get their best shot. So it's just learn and grow. But I did make it clear, in my opinion, to be a good team or a great team or a championship team, you have to play well on Sundays. I'm a big believer in that. And so we've been okay. I guess one Sunday so far, so I'm anxious to see us come out tomorrow.
You had made mention of Lippy's work in the weight room, and you've also talked about Brandon Anderson previously in the weight room. You can see guys like Zion are not afraid to get in there and lift, obviously, and even in the past, Logan Beard has transformed himself, some other guys. Can you talk a little bit about that process for those guys in the off season, just the dedication to your strength and conditioning program?
Yeah, you know, I always say I think I'm like a football coach, and they know how much we love the weight room, and you know we're okay to have some meatheads in the program. I think it's good to become a meathead where you love the weight room, but then you realize you got to be smart, you got to be productive in what you're doing there, and for us it's a combination of strength and conditioning and staying healthy, right? And when you put that formula together, the success of our program has been a combination of those. So it's we definitely love to lift. We like to work on our speed, our athleticism. Hopefully this year we're putting together staying healthy some you know, accidents are just going to happen. Injuries are just freakish sometimes, but I think we're making that conscious effort with our strength and conditioning and our training support staff how to stay healthy for the length of a season. And if you can do that, can you play your best baseball late? And we've had a run of that in the past.
Great, thanks, Dan.
All right.